Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Valley Spotlight. I'm Mike Case. Lauren Lindvig will be on in just a second. This is a Valentine's Day edition, so we're talking about all the things we love, and one of the things I love is golf. So what we decided to do was come downstairs here at Avalon Lakes and sit in the simulators. Of course, if you get a hotel room here at the Grand Resort, right across the parking lot, you're a member of the country club, so you can use these simulators all year long. And all we need is like a week's notice, and we'll put you up here, and then we'll get you down to these simulators, so at least you can get the blood flowing a little bit, get some exercises, and you can play some really cool golf courses, including Pebble Beach and St. Andrews and things like that. So we're going to hear some guys playing in the background probably. All right, other things we love, and the things that are going to be on this show today. Everyone loves a good deal, so we're going to take you to Bin Depot, which is in Austintown, tell you about how they do their work. Sabina, Lauren's daughter, seems to love to eat, so she will team up with Mark Canzanetta a little bit and talk about what she's eating today, and some of you might be a little skeeved out by it, but heck, it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're from the Warren area or their area at all, you probably love cheesecake at the Mocha House, so we're going to talk about that as well. But first, one of Lauren's original loves is to get on a pair of ice skates and just go. So that's our top story today. Let's check in with Lauren and see what's going on. Lauren, over to you.
Well, Michael, it's always good to see you, and we have quite a show for people on tap this week. We are, of course, still broadcasting from safe distances away from everybody, doing the best we can to make it through this pandemic. So today I am coming from my kitchen, and this is the exact spot where my daughter Sabina, you guys probably know her by now, she does a lot of eating, and she'll pretty much eat anything. So obviously our relationship with Chef Mark Canzanetta has been a long one, and we've been friends for a long time. And she has been asking Chef Mark to make something very special for her for a very long time. So that is a part of this episode. I cannot wait to share that one with you. But first, before we get to all of that, I was a figure skater most of my life. So anytime that I see anything that has to do with figure skating or ice skating or hockey, I usually drop everything and I'm listening. Well, our friends at the Jewish Community Center over here in Liberty, they have one of the things that I think when I was a kid I would have looked forward to morning, noon, and night. They have an outdoor ice rink that is made of synthetic ice that's going to be available well into the spring. So why don't you just take a time out with me and take a look at this. I know it's cold, so bundle up. You don't want to miss this one. And thanks to our friends at the Jewish Community Center for inviting us out. Well, it is a beautiful day for some snow and some ice. Laura, yes. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
This is like my wildest dreams come true. I want you to know that. We got skates on, we got smiles on, even though you can't see them.
It's true.
Out here at the Jewish Community Center. Big deal for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been so much fun these last few weeks, seeing everyone come out and enjoy it.
So where are we standing for people at home that maybe, you know, just like live under a rock and don't know that it's here?
Yeah, so this is the Jewish Community Center's winter campus. We just did the big unveiling a few weeks ago, and it is completely open. We have our ice rink, our synthetic ice rink, and we have a curling lane with a curling league coming in February. So our whole campus is open and everyone's welcome.
You guys are basically like teaching the next generation of Olympians.
I am sure this one right here is going to be the next Olympian, so I'm pretty confident.
All right, so for people who are in love with ice skating, in love with these winter sports like I am, what is the difference between regular ice and this synthetic ice? Because this isn't real. It doesn't melt, right?
Yeah, so this actually can be up all year round. Our synthetic ice, it has a special solution on top that we put on twice a week to make it extra slippery. It's kind of like a special plastic, I guess, but yeah, it's a little different, but you know what? I think everyone's still having a good time.
There's Sabina rolling around like it's her job. Sabine, what do you think? You having a good time? Come on over here. You can do it.
You can do it. All right, the best ages for people to come out here. Anybody can come out here, right? There's not a minimum, right?
No, so the coming out here is completely free. Anyone is welcome. We do have skate rentals available starting size 9 toddler. So if you have a kiddo wearing 9 size shoes, we've got skates for him all the way up to the biggest guy you know.
And the actual skating is free. So if you have your own skates, which I do.
I'm impressed, Lauren. That's wonderful.
It was my whole life, but the skate rental is very affordable, right? Even for non-members. So you don't have to be a member of the Jewish Community Center in order to come out here and utilize this.
Yep. Skate rentals are $3 for members, $4 for non-members, and we've got curling that people can rent for an hour. It's kind of like bocce and cornhole put together, shuffleboard, it's all in one, but it's a lot of fun. We can teach you how to play. It's just a great chance for people in times like now that there really isn't a lot to do. You can be safe. We're all wearing masks. We limit the number of people on the ice so that you can make sure you've got that safe, fun experience.
It really is lovely. And you guys are planning, my last question, and then I'll let you go have some fun, as will we. But you guys are planning on, you technically could be open all year, but the plan is for what, the spring?
So we will be open through March 28th, and she's killing it. I love it. We're open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. You can make your reservation on our website, jccyoungstown.org. And we also have sponsorships available. We did get funding for the rink itself. We got funding to do all the capital, but our operations are still a pretty high cost. So if anyone wants to sponsor a dasher board or the ice shack or our curling lane, we have a lot of opportunities. They can go on our website and check it out.
I'll have to give you a call later because I think Valley Spotlight needs to be on
Yes.
I do.
Sold.
I really do. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
This
Lauren.
is absolutely wonderful.
Glad you're here. Have fun.
And on that particular day, it was very, very, very cold outside, so the hot chocolate, it couldn't have tasted any better. We were underneath those heaters out there, and it couldn't have been a better time. Again, the skate rental is a couple bucks, but you do want to log on to their website and make the reservation for your groups. That way they can stay socially distanced and safe. But a really cool experience, and I encourage anybody, even if you're not a skater, to go out there and try it. Mike, you know that I love skating of any kind, so I had a wonderful time. I also like a good bargain, and I have a feeling that's what you have for us next.
All right, Lauren and Sabina and the rest of the ice skating crew, thank you very much. That was pretty cool. Well, we all love a good buried treasure. Ever since we were little, we've been probably thinking about it. And they have that now in Austintown at a place called the Bin Depot. So to find out a little more about where they get their things and how you can get some great deals, let's send it to Austintown right now.
It is. Like when I first heard about it, we had went to some other stores and we were overwhelmed. We couldn't believe it.
It's hard not to be excited when you talk to Bruce Shepis at Bin Depot in the Wedgwood Plaza in Austintown. Everyone likes a good deal, and this is the place to get it.
It's amazing to walk in here and get a brand new Keurig, possibly, not necessarily every week, for $10. It's insane.
Even in this age of COVID, there are deals to be had, but it has had its effects.
The merchandise is getting tougher to get. Some weeks it's plentiful and this place will be loaded. Some weeks it's scarce and our merchandise may not be as elaborate as it usually is.
The trick is to have someone that has connections to get the items in the store.
Along with my partners Harold Porter and Dan Gallagher, Dan runs an auction house out of North Jackson and he's our main supplier. He has a connection with Macy's out of North Jackson and with Amazon and some other major retail stores. So what he does is he buys the overstocked items, the Amazon returns, and we buy those by the pallet or by the truckload.
With Macy's, Bruce and his partners know exactly what they're going to get.
The Macy's stuff is brand new. Those are items maybe that they didn't sell with their spring collection, maybe didn't sell with their winter collection, or maybe it was on a rack for 3 months and they said, okay, this is going to the warehouse and we're gonna sell it to a wholesale buyer like us.
But for Amazon, you just never know.
When you buy the Amazon returns, it's a free-for-all. You just never know what you're going to get.
Give me an example of some things you might get.
Well, we've had a laptop before. We've had actually a couple. We've had a couple TVs. But one laptop, for example, was missing the power cord. So a gentleman came to the store, he bought the laptop for $10, HP, ordered a power cord on Amazon for $8 or $9, and he's got a $300 laptop for, what, $22, $23?
Can't beat it, right?
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah. The truck comes on Friday, and they start stocking Friday night. By Saturday morning, shoppers are ready to take advantage. Every item in the store is $10 on Saturday.
And again, that could be any type of electronics. So you might score an iPhone one day. You might score a laptop, like I mentioned, or a TV. So for Macy's, it's pretty easy. I know I'm going to get bedding or nice towels or curtains, a lot of Martha Stewart stuff, brand new appliances such as Keurig, anything that would you sell at Macy's.
And after Saturday, the prices change to make it even more affordable.
Sunday is $5, Monday is $4, Tuesday is $3, Wednesday is $2, Thursday is $1, and we do something special on Friday. Friday, every item is 50 cents. Or we have a bag over there, a good size like grocery shopping bag, and you can fill that bag as much as you want, overflowing for $10.
Meanwhile, Bin Depot does all of it, being very conscious of the pandemic and social distancing. Their formula for safety has been working.
One of the little tricks that we have is we take all the merchandise and we spread it out. So for example, if I have 50 or 60 pieces of brand new bedding or electronics, we intentionally spread them throughout the bins. We don't pile them in one section. And I've explained it to all the people in line. Every Saturday morning, I walk the line, I introduce myself, I talk to our customers and our patrons, and explain to them that the merchandise is spread out.
And that makes it fun for the customers too, digging for treasure and finding it.
They can't believe that we sell brand new stuff like that for $10 or less.
Thanks to Bruce and Harold for letting us come out. Now remember, he talked about Saturday as the first day you could see the merchandise. Not necessarily true. On Friday, on their Facebook page, you can see as they stock the place exactly what's going to be on display and on sale on Saturday. So make sure you check that out. All right, when we come back, we're going to learn more about cheesecake at the Mocha House and Pesto's test kitchens in full effect with a very small guest. Be right back.
Well, 72 years is a long time for anyone. It used to be that you were old at 72, but not anymore. We're just coming into a new age of regrowth for Ducut, and we're very proud to have been supporting the Valley and all of our customers for 72 years. It's a true testament to our customers having the faith that they have had in us for 72 years.
So let yourself go to Ducut. Let yourself go to Ducut.
Heels is the low-cost living anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza, Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
For over 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us every Wednesday for our prime rib, only $15.99. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight, our Valentine's Day edition. Well, if you're from the area, you probably know and love the cheesecake at the Mocha House. So I was able to go behind the scenes, actually down in the basement to the bakery itself, and find out what makes them so great.
When people come home, this is one of the first places they come and visit.
Bill Axiotis watched and helped as his family opened Mocha House here in Warren almost 30 years ago. It's been a Valley staple ever since. And as soon as you walk in the door and turn left, your eyes are fixated on one thing, the cheesecake.
I would say over 30 or 40 different kinds.
Really?
Yes, we have. If it can be made into cheesecake, we'll do it. That's what we're known for, is definitely our cheesecake and our California cheesecake to be exact.
And Bill remembers it didn't take long for it to catch on.
Within the first 6 months, I would say that California cheesecake was a household name in Warren, and it's just branched out. It's, you know, people come a couple hours away to get it, so it's definitely very popular.
So popular, they make them all day, every day. About 200 of them on this particular Friday. Of course, there's the story behind it and the recipe.
Our uncle in New York, the place was called the Caravelle, and it was a diner in Brooklyn. He brought his baker here when we opened, and we're eternally grateful to him for that, because that was his recipe.
So thanks to Uncle Jimmy, this amazing cheesecake found a home and made a name for itself.
It's very tasty. Our cheesecake, I think, what makes it special is it's a little creamier than most. A lot of cheesecakes are real stiff, and that particular one is very creamy.
So how do they do it? Is there a trick to making a cheesecake?
I'd have to kill you if I tell you that. So
no television reporters were harmed in the making of this video. Instead, Bill led me downstairs to the bakery where production was being done. He introduced me to Pete Penelucas, who's been making cheesecakes here over 25 years. You want creamy? On one side, the whipped cream was going, and on the other side, Pete is adding 5 pounds of sour cream to the batter. Next up, he opens 10 quarts of whipping cream to stir in. After this, into the rotating oven they go. The temperature hovers around 300 degrees. See the steam coming out? Pete says you have to bake them with water so you don't burn the crust. When they're done, they come out 25 at a time, and that's when a team of ladies takes over. Cassandra offered to put this one together. She starts with that whipped topping. Next up, she makes a ring with fresh cut strawberries, followed by the prettiest peaches you've ever seen. Kiwis are next, then a special glaze to keep the berries fresh. Finally, a scoop of blueberry in the middle, and the cheesecake crumbs on the outside to add the final touch. It looks more like a work of art than something to eat. Why do you think it's so popular?
I just think it's the appeal. It has eye appeal, and then it just comes back with the taste as well. So
the taste is amazing, and so is Mocha House. They just keep getting better.
Being able to grow, being able to be part of the community, it's just very fulfilling. It's a lot of work, but it all pays off. So.
Oh, thanks again to Bill and Pete and all the ladies that made me feel at home when I went there. That was so good. They even sent us with a couple little samples too. I recommend them all. And if you want to get a cheesecake there, don't forget they need about 24-hour turnaround time. So make your order and then go pick it up. All right, speaking of food, Sabina and Lauren are ready to go in Pesto's test kitchen.
Well, from the best cheesecake around, it really is that good, to Sabina, my daughter, who will pretty much eat anything, for sure cheesecake. But what about snails? When you see what Chef Mark actually made specifically for my daughter, it's just amazing to me what that man will come up with. This isn't technically on the bistro menu, but it might be. So take a look at this.
Well, for anybody who has ever joined us, whether it's on social media or in person, everybody seems to know that we like food, huh, Mark?
We love food.
Yeah, we do. And Sabina, you have been around such wonderful people most of your life, and now you get to continue to do that, and you're here with Chef Mark, who's a good friend of ours. What have you been asking to try and to eat for like 6 months now?
What are those crazy things called?
Snails.
Snails. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, when I was your age, I ate snails too as a young kid. Over at my grandma's house on Christmas Eve. They were in sauce, but they were the smaller snails, not as big as these elegant French snails and as escargot. We did it snails and sauce, so it was one of the many fishes of the
7 fishes.
Of the 7 fishes.
You're used to 7 fishes, right?
I think we had like 27 fishes on that table when we were growing up.
All right, so you, normally it's just Sabina like eating food when we say Sabina eats the world. but now we're gonna do some cooking too. So
yeah, well, we're
thanks
just gonna
to Chef
make
Mark.
we're gonna make the garlic butter for it. And
Okay.
I thought that would be the easiest thing to do because I don't think right now, you know, going back into the kitchen and washing the sails and purging them in salted water so they remove everything from their, you know, stomach contents is probably what Sabina wants to see. Yeah. You just want to make the butter, right?
And then she wants to eat it.
Okay.
So badly.
So we have some. So we have some room temperature butter, and it's nice and creamy and everything like that. And I like. Some people like really sharp garlic in their snails. I like to use roasted garlic. So we have those whole roasted garlic cloves, which we can use as well. But I pureed some over there, Sabina. So if we add all of that to the butter, if you want to, all of it.
And all of this into
All of it. You know who's really good at adding everything into a recipe?
Let's not go there, Mark.
Your mommy. She loves scallions. And wontons. All right. So now, this is such a simple recipe. It's garlic butter. We're gonna add all that beautiful parsley.
And Bean, how was he chopping this?
Like, just he was like getting the knife and just.
Do I put all of it?
Go. This is one time where you can put it all.
We can put all of it, babe.
Yeah, we can put all of that.
All right.
So next, we just want to season it with some salt and pepper. So we have a salt grinder and a pepper grinder.
Oh, if she knows how to do this, right?
And you can make it as peppery as you want or as less peppery as you want. There we go.
You're doing it?
Now let's add the salt. Let's grind the salt into there before we go ahead and finish it all off.
Oh, here, babe.
This one's easy.
That one's easy?
There you go.
Good.
Okay, I think that's good.
Very good,
I really
Sabine.
did. Now we're just going to mix it up until it turns really bright green. You can stir it as fast or as slow as you want to.
You don't want to make a mess, right, sweetie?
Well, that's why we have towels.
What do you think?
So do you
Bean?
like garlic, Sabina?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. See how green it's turning? And then we're gonna let that get, we're gonna let it harden up just a little bit, and then we're gonna scoop it into the snail shells. And then we're gonna fire these in our oven, which means put them into the oven at 425 degrees for about 7-8 minutes until they get what I love Emerald's favorites. Let's make them happy. They gotta get happy. So we're gonna steal a little bit of Emerald's magic.
What do you think, Bean? You know who Emerald is, right? With a BAM?
Yeah.
He's the guy that says BAM all the time.
Who was bang?
Just say BAM.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready? We got some beautiful garlic butter. We'll put that to the side. Then we're gonna move to the main course. And here we go. So there's a famous movie that somebody was loading these in, and they shot across the window. So I thought that was really funny, and actually the butler caught it. So what we try to do is you take it, you put it in here, and it didn't go the way I really wanted it to. You put it like that, and you can dig it out two ways. You can use this little fork, or like when I was a kid, we used toothpicks, and we just dug inside until we got the little guy. And there he is, all in that happy garlic butter.
Oh my
and
gosh.
there you can go.
Bean, what do you all right,
It's all you.
Your first
Sabina eats the
escargot.
world.
Oh my.
It's good.
How old are you? How many 6-year-olds in the world have eaten snails like that? One?
Not too many.
Not too many.
Not too many.
Let's see if Mommy can do that as
Gosh,
well.
let's see. You think I can do it, Sabine?
I think so. If you do it, I'll do it.
All right.
And I haven't had snails in quite some time.
I've never had a snail.
Oh, you never had a snail?
I've never
You just got to
had a
get in
snail.
there, pull them out.
She's really getting in there.
How do you get them out?
You want me to help you, baby?
You got to coax them. You got to say, hey,
Hey, come
get
on.
out of there.
Come play.
All you got to do is catch his like little tail.
I don't know. I can't get
Here,
that one.
you take that one.
Okay.
It's easier to dig them out with these, quite honestly. So, you take another one. Dina, do you want another one?
Yeah.
See how you can see the little guy? And then I just stick him with the toothpick. There you go. And then I'll grab
and then
one.
He'll grab one. Oh, she's not even waiting for us.
Okay.
She's just gonna get right up in there.
All right.
Oh, there.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Here we go.
All right. Oh.
Delicious. Right? garlic, parsley,
No wonder
snails.
she likes that. That's delicious. That is delicious. What do you say to Chef Mark?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's another one off your bucket list.
Scale of 1 to 10, Bean.
11.
You like this better than the mussels and the clams?
But they taste kind of the same.
They taste kind of the same. Well, garlic makes everything taste like what? Garlic.
Like snails. Go for it, bud. Oh my gosh, Sabina. I love you. Mark, thanks for being our friend.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for being my friend. Boom. And that's another shoot with Sabina Eats the World. Do I have to do the clapper now?
She really does eat the world. She is not a picky eater. I don't know. I have no idea. I give all the credit to Mark and our family on that one. But if people really want to see that on the bistro menu, Mark is willing to put it on there. So thank you, Mark. And Sabina, I love you very, very much. We will have more Valley Spotlight to come. And we appreciate everybody being with us every Sunday.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Only A-to-Z.com.
Budapest Cafe, home of Uncle Nick's Greek fried chicken.
Sunrise Inn, home of award-winning pizza.
Weston, Maine. Come check out our poutine.
Mocha House, Cafe and Eatery.
The famous California Cheesecake.
Charbonnet's, Wine on the River, famous for our great wine and our charcuterie.
Jack's Steakhouse, famous for our cowboy ribeye.
Modern Methods, famous for our craft beer. Cheers to downtown Warren.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight, our Valentine's Day edition. And there's nothing Kelly Warren loves more than to get people a good deal on a mortgage. So let's check in with her and Lauren right now.
Well, it is a beautiful day to be on Team Kelly Warren and Associates. We have Kelly Warren here. We have Rick Palmer. Hi, Kel. Hi, Rick. Hi. Nice to see you guys.
Thank you.
All right, we've got big things happening. I kind of, in one of our promos for the show, I said that I had to keep something underneath my cap. Ooh. Today is the day that we get to announce some big news for you guys, moving and shaking in different ways in the real estate industry, but still super important for people, right, Kel?
Yeah, I think 2021 is going to be our year, and I'm happy to announce today officially to the world that we are opening a mortgage division of our real estate company, and it's called Valley Mortgage Solutions, to better serve our clients and customers.
Why do this in the first place? And then we've got Rick right here.
Yes.
And he's a new component to the team. So obviously lots of working parts that are finally coming together to make this all possible.
Yes.
Why do it? Why?
You know what? We want to be that one-stop shop for our customers. We want to make sure that the same experience that they're getting from us looking at houses and being able to, purchase their dream home, we want to make sure they have that same great experience with the mortgage company. We want to get them pre-approved before they go in. So many houses are going into those multiple offer situations, and we want to be able to offer them the best rates and the best experience.
Rick, you know how important it is for people to consider so many different things when it comes to mortgages. Tell me a little bit about your background and why you're standing now in this room with us. Welcome to the team, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You're very lucky.
Great to be here. I came from the retail banking world, about 16 years in retail banking, 11 of those as a branch manager here locally in the Valley.
Wow.
My wife and I live in Canfield. My kids both are going through Canfield schools. Mm-hmm. I'm here to help Kelly. I'm here to help her build her business. She's here to help me build my business. And really my clients are not just the people buying homes, but it's also the agents.
Yeah, that's very true. Making it easier for them to get that deal done and to move on to the next one, really?
Exactly.
Yeah. Right, time is money even in this industry. So when you're taking a look at different job opportunities, things like that, everything being under one roof has to be pretty attractive, just in general, right?
It's very attractive. It eliminates some of the rat race out there.
Yeah.
And
we were through it, right, Kelly?
Yes. Yeah. And it's going to let me, like I said, focus just on helping the agents here create, a seamless home buying experience from start to finish.
Yeah, right. There's so much that goes into it. And for people that are first-time home buyers and you don't even know what's coming at you, and maybe people that are hesitant about selling their houses because they don't want to have to jump through all of those hoops, you are just making it easier left and right, my darling.
Even if you've done this 10 times, each time is so important and hard because you don't remember what you did last time and things change in your world. And so leave it to us as the professionals. We want to get you that great client experience. We want to get you a fast closing, and we want to communicate with you every step of the way because your deal is so important to us.
And it's still a buyer, it's like a seller's market and things are moving.
Yep.
The number's easy. You guys answer morning, noon, and night. Give them the phone number and the website, Cal.
330-717-2689. And even from our kellysoldit.com website, you can click on buyers, get pre-approved, and there'll be a link to Rick.
Oh, there you go. A link to Rick. I didn't even have to ask you any of that information. All right. Congratulations, guys. I'm very happy for you. And again, a big personal congratulations to Kelly Warren and her entire team. She has been working on that segment of her business for a very long time. And as you know, she's been a part of our Valley Spotlight team for a very long time. So we're very, very proud of them. Please give them a call. Don't hesitate. They'll sell your house in like 12 seconds. They did mine anyway. All right, this story coming up, it took me a very long time to make sure that we hit all the right information, to make sure that you understand that this pharmacy, this compounding pharmacy called RC Compounding in Poland, Ohio, is just one of those places that we're lucky to have. So take a look at this. Do you know your pharmacist's name? When was the last time they made time to talk with you about how you feel or about how your medications could make you feel?
And we're not doctors, but we know enough to explain a little bit about what's going on with your condition and to combine that with what it is we think man has invented in order to help you fix that condition or make that condition easier for you.
If you don't have an answer to any of these questions, well, you're not alone. And chances are also good that you can't name a compounding pharmacist either. Meet Ray Carlson. He's a pharmacist who figured out that actually making the drugs and therapies necessary for people to feel their best is the best place for him.
I have worked every segment of pharmacy that this profession has to offer. I've done hospital independent, compounding, sterile compounding, home infusion. I've done pain management with pumps for hospice patients, home health care, consulting. I've seen a little bit about every little aspect of the profession. I gravitated towards this because I can be my own boss, I can call my own shots, and there's not 15 layers of bureaucracy to have to answer to in order to do what I think is beneficial for the community and the patient. So compounding, once I started to realize the importance of the endocrine system for people and how misunderstood it is, or just really little understanding of it that the average person has, then that became a task. You know, now we have this big education curve that how do you introduce the endocrine system, as though people don't have enough to worry about, you know.
The Carlson family has compounded over generations into a team of compounding pharmacists. His daughter Emily is the latest Carlson to join the cause.
When I knew I wanted to go somewhere in like the medical field, I was definitely like leaning towards pharmacy. That's all I ever knew. So my dad, his two brothers, I have a cousin. I think I might be the 8th pharmacist that, you know, graduated in the family, so.
They make it their business to make sure you understand your health and well-being is their business. And they think outside the box, beyond what the big box chains can offer.
I mean, we have a lot of patients, you know, sending cards, letters, just thanking us. I know we just dispensed a serum eye drop. That's for, you know, dry eyes. Patients will actually, you know, donate their own serum that we compound into sterile eye drops. Serum has a lot of similarities to our tears as far as like, you know, the vitamins, the proteins. So I just had a patient call me, it was last week, that completely changed his life. He's been doing, you know, over-the-counter, like natural tears, which have a lot of preservatives in them that people have sensitivities to, but it was just a world of difference. And it's cool to see that impact we can make.
RC Compounding specializes in creating therapies that the big box pharmacies do not make. The Lowville location is one of 2 sterile compounding labs in the state of Ohio. They make injectables for the eye. The Poland location focuses on hormone treatments that can solve big problems for everyday people.
We make stuff here that is not already made by a manufacturer, so to speak, okay? So there are certain needs that manufacturers don't believe are large enough in the United States or the world to have to go through all of the research and development to get a drug brought to market. It's very expensive to bring a drug to market.
They don't take insurance. By skipping all that red tape, RC Compounding is able to offer low prices on nearly everything they make. And the best part is that they invest their time as well as their knowledge into getting to the bottom of what makes us feel our best. And it usually starts with hormones and our endocrine system. They deal with erectile dysfunction and thyroid issues regularly, but their focus is on women and getting them to understand that finding a hormonal balance is inherently important to their overall health.
Autoimmune in females right now has gone through the roof. And it's a whole host of different disease states that come from it. If you can understand that maybe there's a way to see whether or not you're in that predicament, and if you are, okay, how to fix it is a totally different conversation. You're never going to get to fixing it unless you realize that you're there.
And it's amazing how you can see a lot of misdiagnoses out there, like insomnia, depression, and you'll just be put on like an antidepressant or a benzodiazepine to help you sleep, but really it could be just your hormones out of whack. Just the slightest imbalance of these chemical messengers is what we call them, could really just play a big role in your whole quality of life. And it's amazing to see patients who come so far from an imbalance to being balanced, and they say it's just a world of difference what it makes. It's really cool to see. Yeah.
And it's got to feel good to help that many people. If you have any questions about how it is that they do what they do, and I encourage you to give them a call and ask about this hormone saliva test. It's about $100. The phone number is 330-707-9001, or email them at info@rccompounding.com. They'll have all the information for you. So thank you to Ray. Thank you to the entire team out there for inviting us out. It was really, really amazing to learn so much from you guys. We'll have more Valley Spotlight in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoney Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
And it really all started with salt, with Himalayan sea salt. That's where it all started, because of a patient who came in and told me about the benefits of salt therapy, which is inhaling Himalayan sea salt, an aerosolized Himalayan sea salt. And I found that my patients were having fantastic results using salt therapy, and I wanted to know, how could I incorporate the Himalayan sea salt into products that would benefit the sinuses and the skin. And that's where Salt Me was born.
Back here on Valley Spotlight in the simulator room here at Avalon Lakes. Remember, if you're staying at the hotel, you can use the simulators anytime you want, and it's really a lot of fun to do something fun in the winter. Well, Sean Posey's back, and he's talking about theaters. Normally we talk about the ones in downtown Youngstown. Today we're heading to Canfield to talk about the Roxy Theater.
When it comes to theaters, many people can instantly recognize the names Palace, Warner, State, or Paramount. But there were many other theaters that are now all but lost to time. I'm standing here next to the WPA Memorial Building in Canfield, which was once home to the Roxy Theater.
Initially, the new WPA community building played host to a bowling alley, a branch of the public library, a 45 by 20 foot stage, and a 250-seat auditorium. 2 nights a week, the Canfield Community Theater screened films. The Village Theater, a local drama group, presented their plays on the building stage.
The Roxy opened on the eve of World War II in 1939 and remained a movie theater until the early 1950s. And although it was a no-frills experience, the latest Gary Cooper or George Raft picture was always a short walk away for the residents of Canfield.
Step back in time with me and revisit the golden age of entertainment. From turn-of-the-century Nickelodeons to Keith Albie's Vaudeville Palace. From neighborhood theaters of yesteryear to your favorite drive-ins and twin cinemas. They're all featured in historic theaters of Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley. Available from the History Press.
So talented. I really love those stories. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. All right, let's pitch it over to Lauren and see what's going on next.
Well, I have to admit that making breakfast for Sabina and Fred on Saturday and Sunday mornings is a really good time. The one thing I have not done is a giant pancake. So let's leave it to Mitch and Helga and see what they've got in store for us. I can't wait to see this one.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
And I'm Helga.
Welcome to Home Plate. What are we going to make
Yes, today's going to be a fun thing, okay? We're going to make Kaiserschmarrn.
Kaiserschmarrn. Schmarrn.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Okay, that's actually called the Emperor's Feast.
Yeah, okay.
When the Kaiser was hungry, when he had the munchies, that's what he liked. You can eat it for breakfast, you can go eat it for in between, or you can have it for dinner, okay? It's actually a big pancake.
Same kind of sweetness as
yes,
pancake?
Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to make. Okay,
all right. So let's have some fun.
Let's get started here. Okay, I'm going to use just 3 eggs this time. And you know what? Maybe if you want to, no, that's going to go fast, doesn't it? You know what? I have to go save. I'm going to show you something what my mom always made us kids do. Okay, I need the egg white. Mm-hmm. So what she did, it was always like this.
Oh yeah, sure.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I have to do that quite often every week.
Do you?
Yes.
There. Isn't that cute?
2 of those?
No, we need 3. I bought 4 just in case one didn't turn out good.
Smart thinking.
Woo.
Thinking ahead.
I don't. The shells are so skinny now.
Yeah, it's.
Oops! Oh, I did them. Guess what I did? But that's okay. We're going to have another egg. See, I knew I'm going to make a mistake.
See, you planned for it though, so we're okay.
Yes, because we need 3 egg whites, you know.
There we go.
Well, see, when I'm with you, I'm always excited. That's what you get.
All right. I don't worry about that.
Okay, now we have to go and make this to, I like to use a little bit of sugar in there to make it into meringue. And now we're going to go and melt this down. You have it on slow, real slow. I don't want it to get brown, okay? Maybe you can turn it off. And we're going to go give it 1 cup of milk, okay? 1 cup of milk and
your egg yolks.
1 tablespoon of vanilla.
It's almost like my French toast recipe so far.
Yeah. And then we're saving the raisins. They're going to go into the dough then.
This was
that's rum.
Ooh. No wonder it was the Emperor's Feast, huh?
Yeah, that's the Emperor's Feast. And now we add slow. First I got to get the sugar into. 1/4 cup of sugar. Now, if you want to start up on the meringue already?
Oh, you want me to start whipping this?
Yeah, because that's going to take a while, isn't it? And I'm just doing the flour. Flour is 1.25 cups. I can smell that rum.
Yeah, how long did you soak the raisins in the rum?
They say about a half hour, but I had it overnight. That's why they're so nice and plump.
Yeah, they are.
They're all tipsy.
We would do that for all in the Breakers Hotel when we made rum raisin ice cream.
Oh, yeah? But you know, I don't like to put them in the dough because they sink to the bottom. Okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go put the...
Sprinkle them on
and
top?
Sprinkle them on top, yeah. Because, you know, when you have them then on the bottom, the last pancake has all the raisins, all the goodies, so not the first one. Because it makes about 2 pancakes.
So that would have been the emperor's, and the servant would have the second one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that's about it. We're getting hungry, so we don't want to do this forever, huh? Now I did, you know what, I did take a little bit, okay, put that over there. I did take a little bit of butter out. There was like 3 tablespoons, but I took 2 of them out and left just a little bit in there because we're going to add this after a while, okay? Now we're going to go put in our mixture. Let's see, is it hot? Oh, yes.
So the egg whites go later, huh?
Oh, sorry. See now? I'm glad I have you here. See?
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad I have you there. I almost messed that up. That is the best part. They get nice and fluffy that way. It's always nice to have 2, don't we?
Yes, the backup
Just
plan.
in case you forget some. Now you just fold that in, like that.
Wow, it's light.
Yeah, that gets really nice and fluffy. And then after we have the batter in there, okay, we're gonna go and put the raisins on top of it, okay? But we have to split those because they have to make it for 2 pancakes, okay?
I'll hold that for you.
Okay.
So this makes 2 pancakes.
Yeah, no, yeah, because we're gonna make them have to be thick.
Oh.
Okay, not like a crepe, okay? Because see, the emperor, he wanted to have a hearty.
This emperor was a big dude.
Yes, I know he was. Okay, so.
Now, is this okay with the heat? How do you want the heat on this?
This is nice. See how it's bubbly?
Okay.
Okay, now I think I have to go like this. Goes better that way.
Yeah, yeah.
See
the
now?
hands are the greatest tool.
I know, that is the best tool there is. Whoops, we don't want to lose that one. Okay, that's enough for the other one.
Okay, now this has to flip. Can I have that rag? I'm gonna do it without burning my hand.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I get it. We did it.
That is tricky.
There you go.
Now we would ultimately use a smaller plate.
Yeah, but we don't have. We have to use what we have here, okay? Okay, actually this is the method how you do it at home, okay? Take a smaller plate if you like and make like 3 pancakes instead of 1 or 2, so it goes faster. And now comes the part. The emperor, he had iron skillets, so they take 2 forks, actually 2 forks like, and rip it apart. But we have Teflon. We don't want to mess up the pan. We don't want to scrape it. So what I came up with is I take my spatula and I just make little bites, okay, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that'll work. You know,
even those plastic butter knives, you know, anything that won't damage your Teflon.
Damage your Teflon.
But traditionally you do it with forks because you have cast iron.
It, yeah. And when you go to Germany, and actually it comes from Bavaria and Austria. It's actually an Austrian dessert too.
Oh, yeah.
And they rip it apart, okay? They're like ribs in there, you know? They're not like this here, like
it's like the French with the French bread, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Europeans, you get your hands on everything.
I know.
Yeah, and
Okay.
over here we're so afraid.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the butter.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
vanilla.
And we're gonna put this on, and then you're gonna flip it again. I mean, just take the spatula.
Toss it around a bit.
Yeah, toss it around. There. You know that butter goes on, all the ends are cooked.
Woo-hoo-hoo, is that mine?
Okay.
All right. Now you put it on the plate?
Yes. It's done. There you go. All right. Can you move this in a little bit there, and then we're gonna garnish it
Get that out of the way.
with our.
Ooh, what are these blueberries?
Blueberries
Runaway blueberries.
and strawberries. Where's my 2 big ones? Where did I put those? Oh, I don't know.
Had bigger strawberries?
Yeah, we can garnish that later. And then we're gonna use a little bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, that's very nice. Very
There.
fresh.
Doesn't it look beautiful? Wait till you taste it. You'll love it.
Oh,
So
Helga,
here
that
we
looks
go.
so beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Okay, and look at
You
this.
said pretty.
Yeah, pretty. And you know what?
This is tasty looking.
Tasty
Man,
too.
how much
Tasty too.
color.
And you know what? And tipsy raisins are in there.
Yeah. Well, like you said earlier, though, you know, when we're running fast on the set, you wanted the raisins to be in there a little more.
I know.
But,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not perfect.
I should have put them in a little bit earlier, you know, to get
Hurry
them
up,
in.
I'm hungry.
But yeah.
This smells wonderful.
Isn't it good?
Mm-hmm.
That's that. You can taste that rum. Good.
Oh, that is amazing. The Emperor didn't know.
So the Emperor knew exactly what you
Now,
wanted.
this guy wore clothes when he ate this?
I hope so. Well, I think we're gonna have to quit.
They probably want to end the show. Another wonderful meal.
Yeah,
Boy,
thank
she
you.
teaches us some things. Thank you.
And we see you next time. Auf
Bye-bye now.
Wiedersehen.
Oh, that pancake looks delicious, all the fresh fruit. And if you are a fan of all the recipes that Mitch and Helga put together, Helga is just a wonderful, wonderful lady. Just pick up the Metro Monthly that is around town right now. So many great recipes in this edition. I have to admit, my mom was even impressed with this one. And, oh, there's me and Mike. So thank you to our friends at Metro Monthly for supporting us. We'll have more Valley Spotlight and a story with Mike that you don't want to miss, especially since it's winter and, you know, falling and hip replacements, all that stuff. So we'll have more of that in just a moment.
Serving the Valley for over 28 years, Rachel's. The 4-course feast is back. Enjoy an appetizer, house salad, entree, and dessert for just $19.95. Fine dining doesn't have to cost a fortune. Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Salt Me is a company that produces products that are made out of Himalayan sea salt. I have a love affair with Himalayan sea salt. And as an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the most important thing for me is that the products are going to be effective and that they're going to be safe for patients. So I make products that help sinus conditions, and I make products that are going to be good for the skin and good for the body. And all of them are made of Himalayan sea salt.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as 1 day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
Hey, welcome back to Valley Spotlight. Unfortunately, 'tis the season where people walk outside, slip, and they fall. What about joint replacement? Hips, knees, things like that. Well, recently we took a trip over to Salem Regional Hospital and talked to Dr. Dominic Peters about those things and what makes his surgery so special.
And
And then this part is the part that actually goes in their hip.
Yes, that's the real stem. That's titanium with a little titanium mesh that the bone grows into and will become part of the patient once the bone grows into that.
Hip replacement surgery made better. That's what Dr. Dominic Peters is trying to do. Not just for the patient, but for the doctor too.
You're using the mallet, you're using your rotator cuff muscles, and a lot of orthopedic surgeons get rotator cuff injuries and need surgery at some point in their career.
But now there's a new device called the Concise. It looks more like a drill than a mallet. It does the same job, only better and more efficiently.
It basically augments the surgeon's arms. Again, it's gonna eliminate my shoulder muscles from getting fatigued throughout the day and my back. I was a little skeptical. When I first saw it about 6 months ago, I said it's too big, too bulky. I'm much more efficient with the mallet. And then once I was able to start doing research with it, I realized I'm much more refreshed at the end of the day, a lot less sweat, and it's saving a lot of time and putting components in a more accurate position.
Here's how it works.
And also you have to mallet the stem into the femur. So it requires a lot of force. Patients are going to bear all their weight on this, so you don't want to be coming loose. It's a consistent force. It's 3.5 joules, which is a light mallet tap, but you can't break any bone. It's real gentle on the bone, meaning it's not going to break any bone. If it feels any resistance, it stops. So it's very safe to use in the surgery too. But when I first used it, I was amazed and couldn't give it enough good feedback. I was smiling the whole time, and I couldn't believe how easy it was.
Easy enough for me to use? Let's just see about that. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Shall I hold it first? Oh, jeez. You put it up like that?
Yep. And it just goes in.
So
we'll push it in a little more.
Okay, ready?
Keep going.
Till it's flat?
A little more, yep. So it automatically stops.
Okay.
Once it feels resistance, it stops.
Okay.
So you can't hurt anything with it. You can't break bone with it. It tends to sense the bone and will stop once it feels resistance.
Then you add the ball on top, change attachments, and the Concise does the same thing.
We have to mallet the cup into the pelvis because you don't want this cup moving. You want it to last. You want it to last a lifetime. It impacts it just one hit. There you go.
That's it.
You're done.
Oh.
We're ready to walk on it.
It saves time. Doctors can do more surgeries throughout the day, and they won't need surgeries during their careers.
Yep.
Modern medicine, huh?
Yes.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I know. Makes life easy.
Sure does. All right, that's all the time we have here on Valley Spotlight for this week. Don't forget to watch us all on all our platforms, valleyspotlight.com, Facebook, Instagram. We have our own Roku channel as well. All right, for Valentine's Day, we thought we'd talk about chocolate. And when I was little, I don't know if you remember, on Welcome Back, Kotter, Vinnie Barbarina would say, up your nose with a rubber hose. After that would say, twice as far with a marathon bar. So that's our retro commercial for this week, the marathon bar. Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Quick, Claude! I do everything fast!
Marathon John, you can't eat a marathon candy bar fast. Quick, Claude. It lasts a good long time.
I show you. Milk chocolate, delicious caramel, and chewy.
Told you, nobody eats a marathon bar quick. Claude.
Marathon lasts a good long time.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.